Wagwan Collective. This is Rasta Gal, aka Angelic Empress. Welcome you to my channel. I just want to thank all my loyal and new subscribers that has jumped on this train we call life and have subscribed to the vibes. Thank you so much. If you are new and you're watching, my channel is all about awakening your consciousness and awareness, helping you with your spiritual growth in many areas, from just you watching my channel, watching me express and share my life, my experiences, my dreams and downloads, as well as my intunitive tarot readings. Collective. If you are looking for any assistance, guidance with dream interpretations, as well as palmistry readings, go ahead and just check that information down below. All right, I wanted to get right into the message. If you are on the fence and just watching, what are you waiting for? Before I get into my message, subscribe to the Vibes Collective. Let me hit that a little louder. And join this train we call life. My gosh, Collective, it has been a ride, hasn't it? I'm telling you, Collective, it has been a crazy one. Yes. As you can see, my confirmation. As you can see, my title there. Collective, have y'all been tested? Have y'all passed the test during this solar eclipse? Okay. Maybe y'all have realized, I'm getting into my challenge and my message. Maybe you have realized that you passed the test or you was going through a test. Okay. I mean, and you was being tested on every level. You possibly have bumped into someone of the past, maybe that you connected with. It could have been in passing. It could have been just you possibly being assisted by that person, or you assisting somebody. Again, it could have been in passing, and you end up bumping into somebody, that you was engaged with, whether it was intellectually, emotionally, mentally, physically. It was a test, Collective. It was a daggone damn test. Did you pass it? Because you possibly have bumped into someone, male or female, possibly a group of people, okay, whoever was close to you. And it could have been someone that really wanted to get on your nerves, just really had you or wanted you in your emo bag. If you have bumped it, and this could have been friends, family, foe, hoe, whoever, with whoever, Collective. My gosh. The person you have bumped into, did it strike up some emotions? Did it strike up some nerves? Did it strike up you getting in your emo bag? Maybe that has happened with you, Collective. Because it has happened with me. Okay? Things that I share with you, sometimes it may pertain to my experiences, like I said, of just me being on these spiritual streets, physical streets as well. This is the real deal Holy Phil channel of things that I've been going through that I share with you, Collective. Okay? And it also can be from energies I pick up and feel from the Collective. If it's not being projected at me, it's just energies I feel. Okay? So, again, have you bumped into somebody? And I felt like if you have encountered someone of the past or present that you have already cut off, it fell off, it just broke off, you grew apart. That person, that energy came back around to test you one more time Did you pass the test? This is school. It is time to get in the class. It is time to sit down and take this damn test to see if you've passed it, collective. And I passed it maybe with a A minus. Whoa, collective. Because I'm telling you, I was being tested. Was you being tested? Huh? I'm telling you, collective. So if you have bumped into somebody that you know, maybe it didn't go too far. Maybe it did. But you went your own ways. Eventually you bumped into that person, place, or thing. What did you do? Did you ignore? Did you yield to the temptation? Did you kindly just disregard? Kindly declined the offer? Kindly declined anything that was thrown at you, that was sticking out at you, that was skinning their teeth at you, like the damn cat on Alice in Wonderland? Did you fall for anybody's charms, anybody's beauty, anybody's booty? Did you fall for the temptation? Did you fall for the old lines of what you felt for before? You were blind to before. Did you pass the test? Was your eyes open to really realize the pattern, collective? The pattern that was being brought to you, that just took you off guard. You know what I mean? Sometimes, you know, when you go into school and they be like, all right, we're going to have a quiz, like a pop-up quiz, and you wasn't expecting to be tested early in the damn morning for a pop-up quiz or review. You wasn't told before, you wasn't told after, you wasn't told for a few months, and all of a sudden you're going into school and you're getting quizzed. Pop-up quiz at that, collective. Oh my gosh. Was your nerves rattling? Was you like sweating? Or was you brave and confident? Standing your ground, standing firm to your word, standing firm to your morals, standing firm to your beliefs, standing firm to your spiritual beliefs, your mental and emotional and physical beliefs, your morals, again, for yourself. Okay, so that has happened. If it has happened during the solar eclipse, you have passed the test during the solar eclipse, I commend you, collective. I commend you. If you have kindly disregarded or kindly declined anybody's offers, anybody's temptations, anybody's ways of just getting you into your emo bag or your emotions in not so healthy ways. Again, I had a minus A, probably a minus B, because collective, you know, we're all human, so we may flip, get a little livid sometimes, but I don't know, collective, I feel like if you have flipped a little bit, got a little livid, you know what I mean, it was for a reason. It was called, it was meant for you to show that other side to certain people, to somebody. Okay, so you may have got a little bit out your emo, out of your emotions. Whoa, collective. Maybe you had to let somebody know you're not the one or the two, collective, or tree. But again, if you have kindly disregarded, decline, how did it make you feel? Remember, you yielded to that temptation before. And now that you have learned that lesson and you kindly declined, you kindly turned your face, you kindly turned a blind eye to that temptation. And trust me, it was tempting. You said deuces, you said peace, because you're looking for peace, you're wanting peace, you're determined to have that peace in your life. No more of that chaos and drama. They could save that for their dada or mama collective. Confirmation. Whoa. And you just took your bags, or you took whatever you need to do, and you went on your merry way. You went on to your path, wherever direction you were going, after you kindly declined. Again, which you would have just, been blushing and just so flattered that someone said anything to you, noticed you, wanted to spend some time with you, switch numbers to spend time with you, and you go through that whole love bombing, gaslighting ting over the phone. But you saved yourself, hopefully, by kindly declining, kindly disregarding the past or of the present that wanted to come back in your face. You turned around and said that energy, not in that way, but when you kindly declined and took back your energy and power to let them know, out of sight, out of mind is the energy you're in. You totally forgot about them. You totally forgot about that person. When they look at you, possibly they see something new, something brand new. Of course, they'll throw up in your face. Yes, I do remember you from before. By your smile, by your scent, by your fragrance, by the way you look, by the way you make me feel, the energy you give. Everything they will say, I swear, the past or the present, they will say everything and anything to get you in your emo bag, get you in your feels, to get you in your to get in your drawers, pretty much. Yes, these past energies wanted to smash if you didn't give them no ass. Yes, collective. They want to get into your mind and your mental. Again, get into your emotions for you to feel some type of way. If you have cut that off completely, you have passed the test. Whoa, collective. You have passed. And you turned around and said for them to kiss your ass. Maybe you have said that, collective. Or whatever you said to dismiss the conversation, and you kindly declined and reject them and moved on. And they said, oh, it's okay. After they offered to still wanted to keep some type of connection with you, contact with you, and you said, no, thank you. You forgot about them because they've been forgot about you. They just want what they want, is what you realize. And when you found out they want what they want, maybe they got something. Maybe they didn't. It didn't get that far again. It could have. Thank God it didn't for some of y'all. Whoa, collective. But if you have, again, kindly declined and moved on with your life, man, I know you took a deep breath as you walked away. You didn't even look back. You kept your focus and your eyes forward after you dismiss that energy and dismiss them for good. And you see that picture there. Bro or sis is never the same guy after that. Whoa, collective. They was not the same. Even though they pretend after you kindly dismiss their ass. No, it's okay. Say, for instance, they wanted your digits, or they kindly offered, you know what I mean, their digits, and they say, hey, my number's still the same. And then they may have said, or she have said, if you still have it, if you haven't deleted it, or forgot about me, or forgot about it, what would you say to a person that would say that to you? After they dismissed you, after they showed their ass, they showed you who they were the first time, they still wanted to have some type of contact, or for you to keep in touch with them, some way, somehow, some type of cord or energetic attachment, and you kindly cut it off at the root, collective. Whoa, you kindly just cut it off at the root and said, no, thank you. Actually, I have forgot about it. Actually, I have thrown it away. Actually, I don't want it. You kindly said no in your own way. How did it make you feel, collective? I know it made you feel good. You took back your power and energy. Kudos to you. It made you feel good. I know it did. That may have occurred during this solar eclipse, is what I'm saying. And that was August 12th. Things may have been occurring before then, or possibly after. Okay? If, again, something happened if something happened August 12th, it was meant to happen that way, and you cut it off, you, again, pass the test. Now it's time to move on to new energy and new levels. You're telling the universe, aka God or Ra, you want something better. You want to experience someone new, something better. Okay? You're not down for the effery. Okay? You're not down for the gaslighting and love bombers here on these spiritual streets. You're not. You want the real deal, holy fill. You want the real ting, collective. And something new. I'm telling you, collective, that's what you told the universe. And I felt like, again, you were being tested. And hopefully you pass. If it wasn't on August 12th, before or after, you still pass. Because these energies are really trying to, again, get you and your emotions to somehow, some way, siphon from you. Maybe you have felt that someone's trying to siphon a harvest from you. Again, they're going to get sick. Their lineage is going to be cursed. If anyone is projecting to you, to me, they don't know who they're harvesting from. They're stealing energy from. They're going to lose every single thing. You see my title there? It's like a boomerang. After I rejected or kindly declined that energy, that person, place, or thing, okay, the song came right to me right away. It's like a boomerang. And I'll have that channeling song down below. And I just kept singing it throughout the whole day. And I was just like, why am I hearing this jazz song? And I was just like, I know it's from a movie. And obviously it's from the Boomerang movie. Someone's name could be Mac. Someone's name could be Miller. Someone's name could be Marcus. M's is very significant in this message. It could be someone's names of all those names I mentioned. The letters could be someone's name or start with those letters and what I said. The song is called Boomerang by Marcus Miller. Again, it's a good song. It really will keep you or get you in like a jazzy mood. If you're into jazz music is significant in this message. Confirmation. Someone being a player is significant in this message. But as you can see, if you have watched the movie, spoiler alert, okay, the player got played, pretty much, is what it's all came down to. And In this movie of the Boomerang that Eddie Murphy played in, he was trying to choose and he was comparing between two. The one that was above his lead. I don't know, something about co-workers and bosses and just co-worker relationships is significant in this message. But someone got played in a scenario and someone got dumped, someone got hurt. Okay, the person that he came after or wanted, lusted after, was above his lead. She was a player as well, and she wasn't all that in a bag of chips. He saw flaws within that person that he wanted so bad and was lusting over, but he had a real one beside him, which was Holly Berry. Someone's name could be Holly or Berry. I think the person that he was lusting after and messed with, her name was Robin. So someone's name could be Robin or Gibbons. I don't know. Those initials of those names could be significant. But yeah, he got played. He got played. Pretty much shitted where he was working. Mixing business with pleasure in this message is significant. But again, he saw flaws after he got what he wanted, or she played him, or she got what she wanted. I don't know, someone maybe is being made fun of or fun after a connection maybe have fizzled out like soda. On a workplace, someone's talking about somebody, someone's gossiping. It's significant in this message. That's what happened in the movie. Okay. Someone's probably being just tossed around or passed around. Like a hoe, like a tramp, like a whore. That is significant in this message. Someone's looking at someone as a gigolo. That is significant in this message. A lot of work affairs in the workplace, okay, is significant in this message. The relationships, that is unhealthy. Attachments occur quickly, but it can also break off and fizzle just as fast when you're mixing business with pleasure. Collective, maybe that's something you don't want to do anymore. Maybe it's something you did do. Maybe, collective, it was something that went against your morals. Maybe it was something you vowed to not do anymore at this time, or maybe of the past. No one's perfect. I'm not judging. I'm just saying. Collective, shit happens pretty much. Whoa, collective. Have you passed the test is what I'm saying. Have you passed? Because it's like a boomerang. I heard it right away after I dismissed or declined that offer. I heard that song right away. And I just felt like my ancestors were saying to me, yeah, what he sent to you or what he was presenting to you in the beginning, and you saw it for what it is, or you saw that person for who they are and what they are, and eventually you didn't know that you was going to see this person again or bump into a certain situation again that you fought hard to get out of mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. And they showed up at your door, or you showed up in passing somewhere, okay, on these spiritual streets, and they offered the same service, the same assistance, the same player lines, female or male, and you kindly decline, tell them to have a good day, to have a good life, move on with yourself, with your life. As you move on with yours, You have passed the test. My gosh, I don't know how many times I have to say it. I'm just feeling good. If you have passed the test. I know I passed the test. Whoa, collective. With a minus A or B. Whoa, on these spiritual streets. It's like a boomerang. So that's the channeling song I was hearing. And I just kept singing it, collective. My gosh. Another song that I was hearing was, and this picture in the background could be of a female. And it could say, sis was never the same girl after that. Because, you know, you just kindly declined. But anyway, this saying's funny, yo. That's the energy you probably left the person, people, place or thing. You left them where they are, where they need to stay. Where they lay is where they stay, is what I heard. You left them where they are, collective. Because you know who you are and you know what you're going for. You knowing what you want. You knowing what you deserve. Yeah, you don't deserve no more dusties or crusties. No, collective, no. You're not falling or selling for less. No. It's like a boomerang. I was hearing Marvin Gaye. That song's deep. Someone's name could be Marvin. Again, the M's are significant. G's are significant. Someone could be gay, a lesbian, bisexual. And this message is significant. Okay, I'm just saying from just what I'm reading here. No judgment. But I heard satisfied. This energy is not satisfied because you didn't settle for less. You didn't go back and creep. You didn't go backwards on your morals. You didn't go backwards on your values. You didn't go backwards on your worth, collective. Whoa, collective. My gosh, that was deep right there. The song's called Satisfied, and in this song, he's talking to someone that he was connected with, possibly married to, or just in a deep emotional and physical, spiritual connection, I'm sure. Okay? Within that song, he was really pouring out himself, really pouring out his heart of what he had to put up with the relationship he was in, with the person he was with in that relationship, letting him or her know how he felt, what he experienced, and what he's not going to tolerate anymore, not wanting to experience his life living full of misery, living in turmoil, living with somebody or in a space that's not peaceful, living in a space where it's not loving, confirmation, living in a space where there's no type of connection but only physical connection. No other connection. The relationship or connection that I'm referring to could be of a superficial type of connection, surface level type of connection. No substance, no purpose, no meaning, no profoundness, no spiritual deep connection, no intellectual type of connection is what I'm talking about. Within that Marvin Gaye song, it's really deep. At the end, he tells the person that we just need to move on with our lives and just be happy, is what he said. And I don't know, I'm feeling like if you have departed, if you have separated, you don't have to be married to somebody. You could have just been in a serious, long, drawn, emotional, surface level type of connection. that was toxic as hell. Okay? You finally have cut that off, or you're working on cutting that off. Okay? You're realizing the patterns. You're realizing, you know, where you have gone wrong, what you have allowed. And you're accepting, you know, you're taking accountability, hopefully, and your part you played. Now that you want to cut off, leave, fizzle out, move on with your life, to grow, to elevate in your own way, I have a feeling the energies don't want that to occur. Could be of a person, place, or thing. They don't want that to occur. It don't even have to be in a connection. It could just be within yourself, relationship with yourself. And I'm feeling like energies are, again, wanting to just bring conflict and just you're going through some resistance. But again, you're fighting and you're standing firm and strong. And fighting against that resistance. My gosh. Whoa, collective. You are... My gosh. Towers are falling for these energies and entities. I dropped my little thing there. That want to be a hindrance in your life. Towers are occurring at energies, at entities, people, place, and things that are being used. What do I want here? NPCs. My gosh, collective. Do they know that they're NPCs? I don't know. Being used. But anyway, I heard MK Ultra is what I heard as well. But that was the song that I heard as well. I've been hearing it all this week, probably for 2 weeks now. And I did play it. I was listening to it. So I'll have that song down below. But you're telling the energies, you're telling people, place, and things. I think it's best for us to move on with our lives, to separate and find happiness within ourselves, collective, within yourselves, with somebody else. It don't have to be their business to know you're looking to feel happy and to be fulfilled by or with someone else. It could just be with yourself. Other song I was hearing was, if you think you're lonely now, ooh yeah, wait until tonight, boy. If you think you're lonely now, wait until tonight, girl. Jodeci. Did Jodeci sing that? Someone's name start for J? I was hearing that too. I was hearing some deep songs. I know somebody else sings that song. I just don't know who it is. So whoever else sings that song with their name, that can be significant. Let me look it up. Hold on. Okay, so I'll look it up. It's the person's name is Bobby Womack. So someone's name start for B or a W. But yeah, this energy was wanting to be a Mac. Wanted to Mac you. Something about Big Macs, hamburgers is significant in this message. Fast food, significant in this message. Yeah, they wanted their way. They wanted your energy, or wanted you to just, they wanted you right then and there, like fast food. But collective, you're not going to be treated that way. You're not going to be taken out for fast food. You're going to be taken out to gourmet meals. You're going to be taken out to cuisine meals and just exquisite places. You're not no fast food person. Not, this message is not for everybody, or that part. It's not for everybody. A lot of people ain't gourmet. Ain't gourmet or cuisine meal. But as in your energy, you know what I mean, your character, your demeanor, you're looking to treat yourself as well as to be treated as if you are the whole cuisine or gourmet meal. You're not going to be no one's entree, no one's dessert, no one's appetizer. You're the whole freaking Holyfield shebang meal, collective. I'm telling you. You're not going to be treated like fast food. My gosh. Like cheap food. This energy was expecting you to still be fast. This energy was expecting to get some kind of quick or fast result or answer or response or action from you. And you didn't give it to them. You possibly have let energies on red. Maybe someone was trying to reach out to you over the phone. If you still didn't block them, you had their number. You know, they wanted to feel like they were still on reserve. They still had a place or a grip on your energy or on your heartstrings. They could still pull. They had some pull. Pull. Maybe you've played pool with this energy or person, place, or things. My gosh, collective. You left that energy on red. They wanted the red light special. You left that energy on red. My gosh, collective. Whoa. You're done with the players. Again, this energy I was feeling and that I have came encounters with was a player. I'm sure. You don't even have to know the person totally or entirely to pick up on that energy that they are a player. My gosh. or a female players. So that song I was hearing, collective, by you declining that energy, declining that offer, and you continuously is working on yourself and on your healing, whatever healing journey you're on or going through. Whether you're doing your shadow work, the dark night of the soul, you're just healing yourself overall in general. It is setting you up for something else better, something else bigger. Because I was getting this other song. The other song was called, wow, who sings this one? Oh, before I even mention that one, I was hearing Love Don't Live Here Anymore. So I think that person, her name is Rose Royce. So R's are significant. Someone's name could be Rose. Maybe someone loved roses. Maybe someone was trying to give you roses. I don't know. Maybe they didn't give you roses. And you deserve some damn roses. You deserve to be covered in roses. You deserve to be walking on rose petals. You deserve to be laying on a bed of roses, collective. Male or female? Whoa. Okay. So I was hearing that song. You abandoned me. Love don't live here anymore, is what I was hearing. You're just a vacancy. Love don't live here anymore. Love don't live here anymore, Hoppo. Color purple is significant in this message. You, who's her, Hoppo? You're using your crown chakra, using your third eye. Okay, if it is opening, maybe you're going through some activations. You're using your brain at the top that God gave you, your consciousness and awareness. You're seeing the patterns. You're not falling and over your lower chakras, letting that lead you, the loins, you know what I mean, the enticements, the temptations, the excitement that don't last. It eventually fizzles out. What else is there that you have in common with somebody, that you have and can relate to with somebody. You know what I mean? Other than the physical. That really fades out quickly. It fizzles out. And then you see the person for who they are when that fades, because their mask falls off and they're just ugly as ever. Wicked as ever. My gosh, collective, you know I'm saying the truth. Because that's the only thing that possibly have kept you connected. And then you don't know what they was doing behind closed doors. You don't know what they were doing when they was feeding you, or you stepping out to eat with them, or you eating their food at their place, sleeping in their bed, sleeping with them. You don't know what they were mentally and physically doing, spiritually at that. Collective. When your third eye and your consciousness is awakened, that's how you be thinking. I'm sure I'm not the only one. I'm sure a lot of y'all in my collective thinks like that now, especially if you are awakened and aware. On these spiritual streets, physical streets, it is not just about the physical. It is so deeper than that. It is about the spiritual. My gosh, collective, when you get into these connections, when you realize the connections you were in, my gosh, and what you had to fight and go through to get through it, my gosh. When I was cleaning and just doing things today, I was separating things that I want to incorporate in my readings, and a fortune cookie came out, and I'll read that at the end. I said this was a perfect message that I'm going to share with my collective. So that was the song I heard. But again, by you standing your grounds, you know, keeping your feet on the ground, you know what I mean, you're rooted, you know what I mean, standing on business, standing on your word, standing on faith, standing on believing and hoping there is better out there for me. And I want to attract that energy, attract that vibe, attract that right person for me that is real, just like I am. I know somebody out there is real. The other songs that came to me was, boy, you are my starship, come take me out tonight, and don't be late. That is the song I was hearing. Yes, you are, ooh, my starship. Someone sees you as their star. Okay. Now, this is of a higher vibe, a higher energy, a higher frequency that you're elevating to, collective. If you're already not there, you are getting there. And you're going to attract a higher energy, a higher frequency of someone that looks at you as a star. And you also will be looking at them as a star. Or you're connecting, or you're somehow attracting a tribe that is going to be looking at you as that star. And you're going to treat them as such, as stars in the sky. The others, and the person that sings that is Norman Connor. Someone's name could start for N or C. Is significant in this message. The other song that I was hearing was, of course, You're a Star, You're a Star. You're a Sky Full of Stars. And that was by Coldplay. Someone's name could start for C or a P. Someone's name could start for S, because we're talking about stars. Someone was cold. The past energy or present energy, they were cold as ever. And that I felt like the energy or connections you were in became stale. They was just there to play. They was there to just manipulate. They was there to just emotionally get you trapped and abuse you and use you. And you found out, you felt it, and you just was like, fuck off with the past energies or present energies. And you found yourself, all the F's. You gave that person or energy or entity a F. They did not pass the damn tests. They were trying to hold you back, collective. My gosh. You realize that. And you had to study that thing. You had to study that pattern. You had to study and observe. You had to study. And learn. You had to study to experience. You had to fall back and be reserved and fall back and observe. Reserve and observe the situation. Or the situation, or what is it? Situations. I don't know. Whoa, collective. And by you studying and realizing the pattern with that third eye and crown chakra awakening, or just realization, common sense, being put into play, you passed the test. If you let it go, you didn't stay to be played, collective. My gosh, you're not the one or the two. I'm going to have all these songs down below. That was my channeling. My gosh, if you have stayed this long, thank you so much for listening, collective. I hope you got something out of it, some value. The message really, really raised your vibe. It also raised your consciousness and awareness to just be awake out here, woken on these streets. My gosh, dating is not the same. Just getting into connections. You really got to, and you want to connect with like-minded people, like-minded energies, like yourself. Okay? If, that's how you're feeling. If that's the level of energy you're on. The frequency you're on. I was going to pull just a few cards, okay? Just a few in regards to this message. All right, so this will be a quick bonus. All right, let me pull from the top. What is the news? Let's see what's going on, collective. So I'm pulling from the top. Repo. This energy wanted to put you in that energy of repossession. They wanted to repossess your energy. They wanted to repossess everything in your life. It says default on payments, financial incap, repossess of assets. Maybe this is something you was going through with the past or present person. If you was in a serious connection, if you was in a marriage, this is what they were trying to do. They literally are showing a microscope on a house. They're looking at a house. Maybe someone was trying to target someone else's house, energetically, spiritually, or physically. My gosh, but this is what they're going to be going through. Maybe someone was going through a legal situation. Court paperwork filed. They was trying to file something on a home. Maybe you have to split assets. Maybe you have to split a home. Again, legally, they're trying to get you tangled up some way, somehow. It don't even have to physically be a home. It could be talking about someone's body being repoed, being, I heard, possessed. Someone was possessed. After you cut that person off or energy off, they became obsessed and possessed, is what I'm hearing, collective. Yeah, now they want to snoop, and creep. They want to be the detective. I don't know, like an Inspector Gadget. That's coming to me. Da-da-da-da-da, Inspector Gadget. Woo-hoo, is what I'm hearing, is what I heard by looking at this card. Now, yeah, they're snooping and digging for dirt. They want to cause accusations. False accusations is what I'm hearing. Maybe you had to get the legal services on that person because they are possessed and obsessed and deranged. Bro or sis, they was never the same after that. After you left their ass in the dust, another one bites the dust, is what I heard. My gosh, they have been never have been the same. Yeah, TikTok is up. Yeah, TikTok is right. Tick-tock, deadline, procrastination, too busy. Maybe you gave them again. You gave them the red light. After you gave them the red light special, and that's what they was this feeling and wanting and felt like they still was on reserves to receiving that, and you cut the red light special off? Oh, hell no. They became crazy. But tick-tock is what you're saying. You pretty much blocked the cock, is what I heard. Someone wants to be a cock blocker moving forward. Or a, what is it? A clam blocker. Somebody going cray collective. Because you gave them the red light. There's no green light with them anymore. You gave them not even the red light. You put them on red. Now they're sipping and being nosy, spreading rumors and gossiping. This is all the energy of the aftermath. When you have cut that energy, that tie, that energetic cord, that strong pull or hold they had on you. After you cut that out by what? Cleansing your damn self. Detoxing. Good riddance is what I'm hearing. Whoa, collective. It says detox and ridding from negative purification. You had to do some deep ass purification and cleansing from your energy. You may have to be the wow. Do you feel you had to get the exorcist? That person had a stronghold on you that bad. My gosh. They definitely could have been a witch or warlock. A magician. Playing a dazzle in distress. Someone was being, what is it? Someone got bedazzled and, what is my saying? Bedazzled and bamboozled. Whoa, collective. It's like a boomerang. And it went right back to them. After you cleansed, detox, and got rid of that energy by purification, purifying yourself, lift off your energy, lift off. A lot of things probably have changed. A lot of things probably for your highest good. A lot of things probably took off after you told that energy to fuck off. After you just flick that flea or parasitic energy away from you and off of you, things lifted off, collective. My gosh, that vampiric energy. It says fast action, progression, forward. The wait is over. Congratulations, collective. You have passed the test. You have gotten ridden of the, my gosh, of that energy, yeah. Bro, sis, they was never the same guy or sis after that. Because you're saying to that energy, not today. Good vibes only. Good vibes is present in the moment. So you're ignoring, again, someone was put on red. You're ignoring, you're not answering nobody's calls. Whether you was intimate with them or not, this could have been a platonic situation or a connection. I'm seeing, what was I about to say? Yeah, you're not responding to emails, but I was about to say something else too. They're trying to figure every type of way to somehow energetically and physically connect with you. To have some type of, again, stronghold or pull. Don't fall for it. Don't give it to them, collective. You are focused on your harmony and balance, peace and love and happiness. Love and happiness is what I heard. Something will make you do wrong, make you do right. You got to find your own harmony, balance, peace, and happiness. Okay, so you're telling these past or present energies, not today, Satan. Back off, voodoo. Back off, witch or warlock or magician. Back off. Whoa, why? Because you deserve, wow, a lucky break is coming, collective. Good fortune, good things is coming at a turning point. And they're looking like this in the background. Maybe with the next victim, maybe with the next person they can vamp off of and use and abuse. They're going to be looking like that, thinking about you. As you move on to a new boo. Whoa. Dun, 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 dun. It's a song. It's called I Ain't Think About You. Dun, 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 dun. So I went to look it up. And the person's name, Roland Sams. Someone's name could start for R or a S. Someone's name could be Roland or Sams. Whoa, collective. But it's called Dio Culture. Something like that. I'll have these songs down below, but that just came to me. A new boo came through or is coming through. Whoa. By you in this new energy, this lift off, cleanse, balance and harmony and peace and happiness. My gosh, lucky energy. Whoa, this new boo is just coming out of nowhere. My gosh, collective, and you're laughing. Because you're full of wholeness. Overjoy, and you're smiling. Wow. That song, when I heard it just quickly, confirmation. I'm telling you again, it says new boo. New boo. It says official status, inclusive relationships, seeking each other openly. Oh my gosh. Let me stop because I'm probably hurting your ears. My bad. But collective. That song, they said, used to get under my skin. Da-dum, dum. That's the only part I remember. But yo, collective. A lot of positive cards came out after you cut off negative, toxic ass energies. It just, the energy just switch. It just change. You could be going through some type of just change within yourself, collective. Now, this someone special, I say that someone is psycho, is how I'm reading this. SOS, someone is psycho. Someone is in distress and they want to act with urgency and assistance is needed. So collective, just watch yourself on these spiritual and physical streets. People, again, my gosh, energies again want to keep you on this emotional roller coaster. Loving you was nothing healthy, is what I heard. Her name is Everin Green. Again, someone's name starts for E or G. Loving you was never good for me, for me, for me. Wow. Yeah, they want to keep you, someone that's psycho want to keep you in distress because they're distressed now from not able to love bomb you. Love bomb came out, overly attentive, showering you with affection for personal gain. Man, that pissed me off. I just felt like a pissed off energy because that's all they want is they want to satisfy their own. They want to soil their role. Oi. Wow. Oi. Someone's a pig. They want to soil their royal oats. That is soil, pretty much. But that's what they were doing. They're going around being a pig, being a hoe, being a whore, being a hobo, being I heard homophobe, or a nympho is what I heard. They being a nympho out there, love bombing and just having all kinds of connections all around the world or all around the streets or neighborhood. You don't want no community person. You don't want no community clam or community D. You don't want that. Because all they're going to do is have you on an emotional roller coaster full of highs and lows, off and on again, hot and cold type of connection. You don't want that drama. You don't want that headache, collective. I'm not saying that's for everybody. A lot of people like that type of toxicity. Most of y'all don't. So why even fall back into it or for it again? Don't be a fool, collective. Continue to pass these tests so you can get into this positive energy I have on the other side. There's positivity and luck and just new energy and new things that you can attract, okay, on the other side. On the other side of right, on the balance side, but when you balance the scales. Someone else, because it says SOS, I look at that again as someone's cycle is going cray-cray right now. I'm done with picking from what's the news. Whoa, collective, that's what I wanted to show. That's what I wanted to pull. Yeah, I'm gonna stop there with this deck. So the other energy, let me pull from my erotic deck. Let's see what comes out there. I haven't used that in a while. Oh my gosh, I can't show you this picture. It literally shows, and I'm not going to post it either on my thing. But yeah, this energy, could it be a male or female? But she was all about the D. She was all about the cucumbers. She probably had multiple hookups, multiple connections. You're not the first nor the last that she has played. You're not the first or the last that she has caught in her spider web of lies, or her belly full of lies or traps. That goes for the males too. They were all about the clam. Okay, it's literally showing a female on a D. Literally. That's all they lived for. That's all they wanted. That's all they wanted to taste. That's all they wanted to do. My gosh. And it says strength. That gave her strength. This could be, again, a witch or warlock. That siphon, harvest, that had to always be around, always had to have somebody with them type of energy. So they can siphon. I could be speaking to a Leo. It says strength. Okay. Or someone can have Leo in their zodiac chart or birth chart. My gosh, collective. And that's a fire sign. Or someone could have fire in their chart. Someone brought the fire, all right. That fizzled out. The Chariot. Yeah, they was coming for sure. Literally, that's all they wanted to do. But it's showing here a Chariot. Someone wanted to continuously make you as their chariot. You continuously coming. I'm telling you, collective. It's showing this is a fire energy, fire sign again. And you know they're very passionate. But when you play a fire, what happens, collective? You get burned. Whoa, collective is what I heard. You get burned. Whoa, collective. And they wanted this to continuously play. It's showing this person on a, you know, when you're like filming movies, the actors and the directors, they go and they're filming movies and you see them in the background. It's showing a female on one of those camera, riding the camera. It literally says that. It's showing that. And she's surrounded by fire. So yeah, she wanted this to continuously, or he wanted this to continuously be the script, be the movie. They wanted to continuously, they wanted you to play that role in their life, collective, or for them to play a role in your life. Collective. Whoa. And it has burnt down. Someone could have earth in their chart. Someone could be an earth sign. Knight of Earth came out. You're moving on with yourself in your life. You're opening up the gate. You're opening up. Now I can show that. That's decent. You're opening up just a new path, a new way, a new route. Okay, maybe you have started a new routine, you know what I mean, to get your mind off of the past or present things that wasn't serving your highest good. And you're riding away on your chariot, on a horse. It's showing a horse here. You're being that knight and that queen to yourself, collective. Something about the yin and yang. You're balancing your energy, because it showed here harmony and balance. You're seeking for harmony, balance, peace, and happiness in your life, collective. And that's good if you're seeking it for yourself. My gosh. I don't know what to say about this picture here. Oh my gosh. Again, it's showing a female. She's like, she has a man cap on her face, like she's trying to reminisce maybe of someone's scent, frequency, style. Maybe she's trying to entice, okay, someone that's full of peace, or someone that's seeking peace, all about their peace, because it's showing like a Buddha sign or some type of a drawing on a brick wall. But she looks very exotic and erotic. Someone's trying to tease somebody. Someone's trying to tempt somebody. Someone's trying to love bomb and gaslight somebody to rot it, to fall back into the trap. Don't do it, collective. Don't do it. Don't fall into the trap, collective. Just don't do it. Don't do it. They can look sleazy, charming, all they want. Don't do it. It's showing another one here. This is kind of creepy though. It's showing an older man teasing a younger female, like she's minding her business, and he just wants a glimpse. Like I said, these energies just want a touch. They want to smell. They want a taste of your energy. My gosh, if you have left, pulled away, moved on, float is what I heard. Float, float on, float, float, float on. I don't know who sung that, but it just came to me. Yeah, these clown energies. That movie's significant to it. You saw for who they really are. Their mask came off and they looked like the it. Oh my gosh, collective. That probably scared the hell out of you. And that's why you kept that energy on red. Whoa. In this Boomerang movie, yeah, he saw something on that person that looked all put together from the outside. But when he saw what he needed to see, he saw flaws. Didn't realize he also had flaws for him in himself, and was full of lust. But yeah, he saw flaws in that one that was all bedazzled, but he got bamboozled. He didn't like certain things about that person that was all put together. Looks can be deceiving is what I heard. Yeah. Again, this could be a energy, male or female, showing themselves. They probably was showing all kinds of inappropriate pictures, sending it to everybody they was flirting with of their body parts. Female too, because this is what it's showing. Just by me pulling from the top, it's literally showing in this picture here, another fire sign energy. And they're just showing themselves. They're being a community person. Again, this could be on a workplace. Don't have to be. But someone was just being passed around. Someone was being a pass around or a gigolo. Someone was being, again, very flirtatious, very just promiscuous is what I heard. Promiscuity. I don't even know if that's a word. But they didn't care who was watching. They literally was being they showing a bald eagle on these pictures. and people taking pictures of themselves, just showing their bald eagle. This fire energy, fire sign did not care. You could do it anywhere is what I heard. We can do it anywhere. That's by 112. Whoa, collective. Cupid doesn't lie. Yes, they do lie. You could do it anywhere is what I heard when I pulled this card. It's showing a female or a male in the park, out in the daytime, doing the damn thing. They're getting it on. Whoa, collective. I don't know if you're about that or you was feeling comfortable doing that. I feel like this connection or the energy I'm feeling was just very impulsive. And they just wanted when they wanted. They didn't care who was watching. They didn't care what they were doing, who they were doing. It wasn't just you, collective. If you can relate to this message, don't take it if you can't relate or don't need to relate. But for those that experience this, for those that have seen this occur or happen with other people or maybe with yourself, they were very, very provocative. They were very, very persuasive. They were with their words, with their actions. They were very, very promiscuous. It's literally showing someone on the desk, getting eaten up. Their clams getting eaten up. So again, this could have been happening in private. This could have been happening in public. My gosh, these cards are very erotic. I can't show all these. I can't, collective. But yeah, I'm just speaking truth. You know, if this was done in the office, if this was done in the bathroom, if this was done in a car, if this was done in a private room, if this was done in a restaurant, if this was done on a table in a restaurant or in an alleyway, what else? If this was done in a park, maybe at a movie theater, oh my gosh. Or someone's house, when you wasn't supposed to be in someone's house, someone's bed. Hey, I'm just speaking truth here, calling it like it is, saying it like it is. These are the cards that is exposing the truth to the root, collective. My gosh. I'm done pulling from this deck. This is a lot. This is too much. I heard it's too late to apologize. Too late. So I don't know. A connection possibly have affected another connection. It's always like a domino effect. You always hurt, you know what I mean, the next person next to you. Confirmation. And I heard it's too late to apologize. You hurt the extra person or the other person. If this was a connection that was toxic and wasn't meant to be, wasn't meant to happen, and it occurred, like an affair type of thing. This is the energy I'm getting. Trust me, the other partner or person know. And it's too late to apologize. Any other messages? I'm pulling my deck here based on my encounters of the light and dark. Okay. Of the unknown. Any messages from this deck? Whoa. A lot has fell. I don't know. Am I going to use these? I don't know if I want to use these. Let me start over. What messages do we have for the collective? Oh, now they want to throw out Sut because they're mad. I'm speaking truth. I'm calling the energies out. I'm exposing the truth. Okay, so if energies are mad that I'm exposing a truth, I'm speaking truth, oh well, it is what it is. But you know what? The flood calls on the minds of the chaos. Okay, there has to be some type of order within the chaos, some structure within the chaos, some truth that needs to come out. Okay, so, my gosh. My deck wants to spill a lot of tea. Can we pull maybe one or two more? Yeah, the energies are mad because, but I'm enlightened. I know I'm enlightening the collective. I'm enlightening somebody. I'm exposing. In love. I'm exposing the truth to the roots. Yeah. This wanted to flip over. An old hag, a witch is mad because she can't poison somebody anymore with her apple, her temptation, her clam. She can't poison somebody anymore. Maybe you stop being clammatized. Now you're cleansing yourself, my dudes. My females, you're cleansing yourself. Detoxing yourself, getting rid of that energy. And this old hag or witch or warlock is mad. Oh well. Any other messages? That's what came out. Yeah, says witch or warlock. Coven or an occult. Temptation. Spell. Spells with dark magic. Okay, I have to really write what I have written back in the back of this card. Yeah, being framed, doing rituals, beauty, voodoo, all kinds of stuff. Maybe sex magic was involved in this. Yes, this energy is a parasitic, and exactly, parasite. They are parasite energies, collective. So if you have left this temptress or left this gigolo, I'm telling you, they're mad. But they're going to get glad with your ancestors and spirit guides. Whoa, collective. Continuously cleanse and detox your energy, okay? Because they're trying to really tempt and tease you in any way to distract you so you don't pass your test and move forward. Any other messages? Exactly what I said. It's showing spiritual parasitic energies. Exactly. Old witch and old warlocks. Any other messages? Wow. It's like a boomerang. It's not, I was going to say it's not showing me anymore. Yeah. My gosh. These energies want you to come back. It's literally showing a succubus. My gosh. It's showing a succubus entity. So this is a succubus or incubus entity or person. They are a female demon. They are Jezebel. Or they could be of a Judas energy. Incubus and succubus. Exactly. Full-blown demonic energy or demon that they are. Yeah, they was possibly trying to do dream magic in your energy to disturb your peace, harmony, and balance. Disturb your happiness. But you're tapping in, collective. You're open, you're aware of your consciousness, of your sub and unconsciousness. Okay, you're enlightening. It says you're opening up your third eye through meditation. Maybe you're doing meditation more. So you can be self-aware of just what's going on. You're elevating is what it's showing. Yeah, these energies wanted to time travel to you. Maybe that's what you're going through. Some light codes. It's showing EFT tapping. I don't know if you're doing that. Yes, God conscious. You are opening up your mind and you're using your common sense to realize that this was a Jezebel or a Judas energy. No more being in this, what is that one story in the Bible? Ahab. You're not going to be self-serving, no Judas, no Jezebels. You're not going to be getting kissed on your cheek and then betrayed the next day or within that day or night. Whatever. You're done With the Ahab energy, you're done being a people pleaser, is what I heard. To the wrong energies at that. Any other messages? They wanted you to be a servant. They wanted you to be a slave to them. My gosh, collective. Oh my gosh. So you are meditating. That's just confirmation, or just letting you know that's something that you should be doing, can be doing. Okay, tapping into yourself, listening to yourself. Yes. Wow, this haven't came out in a while. The Dark Lords. Yeah, these energies were full of the 7 sins. They wanted to have my gosh, it literally says possession and domination. These energies wanted you to be under possession, be full of the 7 sins along with them. They were sent from the Dark Lords. Jezebel and Judas energies, full of the 7 sins, like I said. It says here, you escaped from being possessed by Hades, the devil, the Dark Lord, the exorcists, or exorcised of demons, entities, parasitic energies, occult covens, groupies, my gosh, of their rituals, of their mind control, of their social society. My gosh. You're done being in this 5 of Pentacles energy. Archangel Azrael is also on deck. I have him in back of this card. He's coming to collective, these energies that won't leave you alone, that keeps trying to interfere in your life. Archangel Azrael is on deck. This is deep. And this can stem from ex-family, ex-friends, ex-co-workers, ex-bosses, ex-landlords, ex-siblings, ex-lovers, ex-situationships. That all of them are full of the 7 sins. And the 7 sins is pride, greed, lust, envy, gluttony, wrath, sloth. My gosh, you can look up the meanings to that on your own time. Do your research. But yeah, these energies are full of the 7 sins. Oh my gosh. And you escaped is what it says. You have escaped being in possession or in domination. These energies just wanted control / entities. Wait till you see the card, collective. Definitely witch or warlock energy. Any other messages? Any other messages my collective need to know? These past energies is saying, come back, come back. No, you're not looking back, or you shouldn't be going back. Wow, collective. They wanted to throw these attachments, these evil, lost souls, low vibrational, dark entities of the underworld, projection, trickster spirit, trickster energy again is showing Jezebel and Judith, and Delilah's spirit is what's on back of this card. But by you escaping, you are that beacon of light, collective. They want this beacon of light. They want to drain the beacon of light. On my drawing here, it's showing a light in a corner, like, and the darkness is right there. So you're like getting out of that tunnel into the light, or you are that beacon of light at the end of the tunnel. Wow, collective. This is deep. This message is really deep. It gotten deep. My gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the devil came out. The demon came out, collective. It says here, dark entity / spirit, demon, trolls, incubus. Again, this incubus is succubus energy. Is really significant. And this message is showing in my cards. But an ancient deity is coming to assist you, to be that guide in the darkness. If you're going through a dark night of the soul, shadow work healing, Heket came out. She will help you within the underworld. She will help you within the spiritual world. She will help you within this physical world. She is coming to help you, protect you, watch over you. It says here, goddess of the black wolf deity. Wolves are very significant in this message. Spirit, she's a wolf. She has wolves around her. Wolves can be your spirit animal, collective. It says outer worldly, inner / outer, multi-dimensional. So Hecate has came out. Call on a Hecate or Hecate to help you. Someone's name could be Kate. Someone's name could be Hecate. Someone's name could start for H or a K. My gosh, collective. This ancient deity has came out. Positive one to help you, to assist you. Wow. Through your dark night or shadow work healing. That's deep. That is real. My gosh. And like I said, Archangel Azrael came out. He's the death angel. Again, towers are falling. Again, the mind calls. People that wants to cause you chaos, sending you chaos. The flood calls on the minds of the chaos. As you're trying to move on and move forward with your life in peace. Seriously. It don't make no sense. But that's what's going on. Okay, I'm done with this deck. It don't look like... It was a whole bunch that I was about to flip over, but I don't want to. I think I mentioned enough from my deck. Whoa, collective. I'm going to just pull from the top here. I'm going to pull for maybe 2 more decks, and then we'll end this message. Yes, they wanted to drain your strength and vitality. I'm pulling from my palmistry deck. So you can look at your palms and read the message here in regards to activating your strength and your vitality back. Gaining your strength and vitality back is what I'm hearing. I feel like your ancestors or spirit guides of the highest of the white light is here to fulfill you and replenish you, restore your energy, collective, from it being drained, from it being harvest, taken, stolen. It is being returned back to you, and the other energies that was harvesting, taken from you, stealing from you. Hecate and Archangel Azrael is going to be on their ass, along with other angels you called on to help you. But I'm feeling like your strength and vitality is going to be replenished and restored. My gosh, this is what they were doing. I'm telling you, keeping you clam and dematized. They were draining your strength and vitality. It is so serious on these streets with these connections and relationships. Any messages to close for my collective? Do you have any messages, ancestors, spirit guides, for my collective? Any encouraging messages? Okay, I'm pulling from my starry beginnings. You're starting or creating your new beginnings. Okay, moving on from this energy. Thank riddance. Good riddance is what I heard. Be authentic is what it says. Your way is the only way for you. Exactly. Continue to be authentic, collective. Okay, this one didn't want to go back. Trust what you need is there. With love, all can be accomplished. So you're looking at yourself. Whoa, it's showing 7-11. These energies wanted you to be open like 7-Eleven. My gosh. 7-Eleven store is significant in this message. Okay, maybe you like going there, or you have went there and met this person, or this person met you there, or just 7-Eleven is significant. So look up that number, if you can, collective, the meaning of 7-Eleven. Life is an expression of you. Life is more than existing. Oh my gosh. Yes, it is. So you're looking confirmation. It shows number 1 on there. So again, new beginnings. You're looking to just do new things. My gosh, and this picture of this demon slash devil looks so arrogant. The drawing that I drew on the card, I had to cover it face. Yeah, this energy could have been ignorant as ever. Like, I'm just saying it nicely. You had to cover their face with the sheets. Collective, I'm saying. My gosh, you turned around and saw the true self. My gosh, and it scared you the hell off the bed. You probably fell off the bed and just ran. My gosh. Whoa. They done took off their face, their mask, and showed you who they truly were. My gosh, collective. The dark wasn't dark anymore. You saw them in the light. Is what I was hearing. Whoa, collective. Any other messages? Whoa. That's crazy. I think that's all. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and pull, last but not least, from my other deck I created, Single Mom Tranquil Lifestyle, of my famous Rasta Gal lines. I've been saying on my channel since I started. Let me pull from that deck. Before I do that, this is calling me. It says, what does your heart want? Be free to manifest your heart desires. Wow. Someone could be the age of 24 or 42. That turns into a 7. The other card that came out showed 7. So 7s are significant in this message. I feel like you're desiring, this may not pertain to everybody, but you're just following your heart desire. Or you want to. Hopefully for your highest good. You could have been seeing 11s. This could be of a twin flame dynamic. I don't know. Maybe you connected with the false twin flame. You connected with the false person. And now, okay, it's a catalyst to your journey. A catalyst of you moving forward to the real thing. You have connected with a counterfeit, is what I heard. My gosh, and now you're realizing you been catfish, collective. Whoa, let me hit that louder. You been catfish with a counterfeit. Wasn't the real deal, wasn't the real person. Right. Mercury be murking on these streets. I have Mercury been murking and life be lifing. Whoa, collective. In the streets, in the sheets. My gosh, collective. I might make that as my other card. On the streets and the sheets. Whoa. Yes. Either they're crashing out or you crashing out, collective. They're crashing out. That's funny. Any other messages? Woo, I can't. If you have liked my message, definitely subscribe to the vibes, join this train we call life, and help me to continuously reach out to the algorithm, this message to stretch, my channel to stretch on these platforms, to grow my channel, as well as to get the message out there, and to, most importantly, raise the collective's consciousness and awareness and vibes. Collective, yes. Join this train. That's what came out. We call life. We are all connected, collective, but not in that way. Whoa, it is what you're hearing. Yes. These cards are coming up. Energies be doing the most. I'm telling you. People be doing the most. Energies be doing the most. Mercury be mercurying. But you're going to continue living your life. Life is lifing. Any other message? I'm telling you, this is what you're hearing. That's the card that came out. Oh my gosh. Any other messages before we close? I really enjoyed sharing my stories with you, collective, and my experiences, my dreams and downloads. Definitely I have more to share. I'm just particular on what I share. When I feel led to expressing or to get on here to share, I really enjoy doing this with y'all. And again, subscribe to the vibes, like my channel, and share with others that needs to hear this message. Yeah, they're sprung on the puss persuasion. Male or female. Sprung on a clam. I'm telling you, collective. In the streets and on these sheets. Any other messages? If you like, again, any services, email me. That information is down below for personal readings on palmistry or dream interpretations. That's the services I'm providing at this time. Okay. If you'd like to know anything about me or my channel, read my bio to get a description. Okay. I think that's all, collective. My gosh, this was enough. It pretty much is done enough exposing. I'm just exposing in truth, collective. This last card that came out, sprung. I'm sprung, 'cause you got me. Exactly, got you doing things you wouldn't do. And you see where that led you. You see the trouble and the mess that it caused. Puss is power. But the puss persuasion, it depends on who you're getting that from. And if they're not suicidal, if they're not, could I have said that? If they're not, special, psycho, they're not SOS. My gosh. Seriously, on some psycho stuff. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, it will get you in trouble. Being sprung on a clam or being sprung on the freaking D's. Demon D's at that. Well, that was my message, collective. Stay woke on these spiritual streets as well as on these physical streets. Till next time, stay tuned for more messages. Peace.